All right, so now let's get into the pointy end of things. We're talking about repeated irreducible quadratic factors in the denominator. So it's about as tricky as it can get, but I doubt they would ever ask you to do it something like this by hand. So let's just clarify what's going on. It says for every irreducible quadratic factor in the denominator that has this form, ax squared plus bx plus c all squared, there will be a partial fraction of the form ax plus b on ax squared plus bx plus c, and cx plus d over ax squared plus bx plus c all squared. So here's an example. If we were to resolve 3x minus 4 all over 2x minus 3 by x squared plus 5 all squared into partial fractions, we would get something like this. And I'll show you how I got this, but I suppose what I want you to look at is the structure. So if we see that we've got a repeated irreducible quadratic factor here, so this first part here is going to be in our denominator. So we're going to get x squared plus 5 all squared. So that's going to be one of our denominators in our partial fraction. And then this one here sort of corresponds to this one, x squared plus 5 is one of our factors in the denominator of one of our partial fractions. And then this one here is because of this linear factor, this 2x minus 3 is just of the form, capital A, or E in this case, capital E over 2x minus 3. So definitely go back and watch the previous videos to see where this sort of term came from. But yeah, these two terms here sort of correspond to this part, which is the irreducible quadratic factor part of that. Okay, just to show you how I got this. Anything your calculator can do, the computer can generally do better. So I'll just show you a good website you might want to use. It's called Wolfram Alpha. Basically, you have to type it in. You have to type it in using a keyboard, which is, not trivial. You have to know where to put the brackets and think about all that. But once you press equals, it'll calculate it. And then if you come down here, it'll actually give you a partial fraction decomposition. If it load, here we go. So this is where I got the answer from, and I just shuffled things around a little bit so that it looked the way I wanted it to look. But yeah, that's the same answer as what we had on the previous thing here. So yeah, you can use that website to sort of work things out. Your calculator can also do this. The Casio and the TI can both do those as well. All right, and here's just a problem to try out. If you're feeling very brave, you can do it by hand, but that will probably take you a long time, but it is doable, I think. But yeah, maybe use a calculator for this one or use that website. So x to the 4 plus 3x cubed plus 7x minus 1 all over x by x squared plus 1 all squared. So here you can see we've got an irreducible repeated quadratic factor. And the graph of this actually looks pretty cool, a bit more interesting than some of the other ones I've been seeing recently. So give that a go and let me know how you go. Good luck.